Hello and welcome to I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit, a show where we discuss movies from our childhood, our nostalgia from watching them as kids, how they got made, and our experiences rewatching them as adults. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Warner, and joining me as always, Matthew Pelton.
You know what I forgot?
What did you forget?
Also hi. But I was
Hey.
doing the I'm still doing the YouTube backlog as of this recording.
Which is August 12th. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. But I was doing the backlog and I got to season 3, which in my head is the best season.
Mm-hmm.
And I started doing all of them and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I didn't appear on like half of these fucking episodes."
No.
I just couldn't be asked to show up.
Well, what? We had like a 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. slot.
For the sake of the story, I'm going to say 9. I think it was 10.
I feel like it was 9. 9
Okay,
sounds
yes.
right.
I'm pretty sure it was 6 a.m.
All right. We're going to go into the Greenlit folder, Season 3,
Telling
and
you
the
it was
poster, 10 to 11 a.m.
10. Yep, it was 10.
10 to 11 a.m.
That's
on
not
what?
early.
Like a Saturday? Or no, it was a day of the
No, it
week
was
when
like
we
a
both just
Wednesday
didn't
or
have
something.
classes.
Yeah.
Or it was like we were both like we had time. It was very much not like we had classes until midnight the night before.
There was literally
You
no
just couldn't
excuse.
be bothered.
I just
And
could not be bothered.
Now we're graduated and I'm over here waking up at 5 to 6 a.m. to bring Maddie and I to work.
And the best part is, it's currently summer. It's August. I wake up at like 9:30 every day.
Yeah, when the sun is out like early and still up late, like you should be getting like a jump start on the day. It's not like seasonal depression time and you're like
It's like a great time.
yeah.
I just feel bad. You have this beautiful intro and you're like, "Joining me as always." I'm like, that is not true at all.
Joining me as always for this season, even though we've had
A couple
microphone
reschedules.
issues, some reschedule.
Fucking disaster this season.
No, you can't say that. We're so back. What are you talking about?
Dude, we're so back.
We're so back. And it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Today, we're talking about the 2004 film Polar Express. And in the spirit of Christmas, I want to show you a package I received today from Maddie's mom. And not that it's necessarily for Christmas, because again, we're recording this in August. She just sent them as like here's a little gift. But we got a package today from Maddie's mom, and it's in a Christmas tin. But she got us like 100 million cookies.
What the? Why is it in a Christmas tin?
I think that was the only tin that she had, but I'm very excited about it. It got me in the Christmas spirit, and also there's like other bags of cookies that I didn't show.
That's so ridiculous. Okay, that's bizarre. It is August. We're filming our Christmas episode. And you have a Christmas gift from Maddie's mom.
Massive, and then
How's
she
that
sent Maddie
possible?
a bunch of books. It was awesome.
Did you get a little one-way gold ticket?
Yeah.
And she punched in Greenlit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Good luck
super
on your
cool.
recording tonight, and then you flip it over and it says, "I can't believe it's got greenlit."
Also, you fucker, you know how fucked up it is that you're currently showing me just pounds and pounds of cookies?
Oh yeah,
That's
and I'm
so
not gonna gain a
evil.
single pound. No.
I know you're not. Just so people know, I'm hopefully seeing Nick in October.
Yeah.
And you live in Florida, which means pool time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go, Nick is my hubby, so I gotta look good for my boy Nicholas. And the last couple of weeks, I've just eaten like shit.
Sure.
Like, I was on vacation in Europe, and then I came back, and I've been lazy.
Sure.
So I am wildly out of shape. Like, I used to be so good looking that this happened.
You
So
still
I'm
look
like, fuck.
good. You still look good.
Well, stop it. Come on, stop. I wasn't fishing. But point is, if I don't look fucking shredded for October, I failed. And I can't take you from Maddie. So you can't show me cookie. I'm on day 2 of being good. I
Hey,
really
you know
just
what?
started.
48 hours is a start. It's a start. That's good.
Well, I didn't finish day 2. I'm on day 2.
All right. 36 hours is a start.
There, yeah. That's still being kind, but 36
28
hours.
hours is a start.
It's more like I had the idea yesterday.
Right.
So I was like,
1
let's just,
hour is a start.
30 minutes.
30 seconds is a start. The idea is the start.
Thank you.
We got there.
I'll take it.
So Polar Express time. I'm going to start with childhood stories because this one rang, I'm sure for you too, but it rang so true for me and sticks out so much. It's one of the many Christmas movies that really sticks out in my mind. And this movie was one where every year in oh boy, it was like 3rd through 5th grade. It was like our like elementary school a building. And
Okay.
right around Christmas break, before we would all go, a young kid, super excited about Christmas break. It was that time
Yeah, I
of
don't
year.
get excited about Christmas break now. What?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Dude.
well, I'm not in school anymore. You still have Christmas break to look
Well,
forward
that is
to.
true. You don't have a Christmas break. That's a good point.
Yeah. I do in a way, but
But I don't believe in Santa anymore, dude. Like, I'm an adult. Like, I don't.
Oh, this episode's gonna change your mind.
You know what? Buckle me in, dude. I'm
just believe. So.
ready. I can't listen to that song again. Please don't do that. Please don't do that again. Dude, I heard that. I watched this first thing in the morning. I'm like, that's a fucking rough way to start the day.
Oh, God. So, yeah, we would always watch this movie every year just before Christmas break. We would sit
in school?
In school, they would basically take a day and they would say, it's the Thursday or Friday before Christmas break. We're all going to go sit in the library because it was a bigger space. We can get all, like, the 3rd graders and all the 4th graders, whatever. And we would sit. We would all have our jammies on. It would be like a PJ day. And then they would give us hot cocoa. They would have like little like snack bags.
That's sick.
It was magical. It was
I didn't get shit.
Oh my God, it was magical. And I looked forward to it every single year. We did it for all 3 of those years. And yeah, no, it was just like as time went on, obviously like I talked with my parents about it and I was like, we watched this when I was younger, right? And they were like, yeah, that really scary movie. And I was like, oh,
yeah.
Yeah. But no, anytime
fair.
I think about this movie, I always think about the opening score and sitting and just watching it. And it was just like everyone was into the Polar Express. It was amazing.
No shit. Dude, you know what my 3rd grade was like at winter break? It was finals.
Yeah.
It was like college level finals.
Yeah.
They gave me like a geometry thing. I'm like, I'm still in addition. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Right.
You got Polar Express and like a little candy cane.
Oh, yeah. We got to pick our little
Bullshit.
candy canes. They had like the different colors of candy canes. You could like pick your little color.
See, this is why you're like the nice one. No wonder. I'm like the Scrooge of the group.
I will say that Christmas has always been a time that I look forward to, and I've just had a lot of very fortunate Christmases, and mostly because of Polar Express. I've had such lovely Christmases growing up.
Well, I will say, and this is objectively true, no matter what he says, is Nick has admitted to me privately that his favorite Christmas ever was when me and him were on air, and I gave him a beautiful, I can't believe this got Greenlit crew neck, and he gave me nothing in return.
Yeah,
nothing.
It's still being shipped all these years later.
Still getting shipped, huh, buddy? Yeah.
No, I literally...
Don't think I forgot.
Did I tell you off air? I can't remember if I told you on air, but I basically got scammed on Etsy.
You did.
I tried to order a custom... Because I think I said it on the episode. I ordered a custom Patrick Warburton inspired t-shirt with all the roles that we covered. And then I was in contact with the seller, and then basically, like, the FBI reached out and was like, hey, this guy got, like, arrested, and you're not receiving your item. Like, we'll give you the money back, but you're not getting your item. And I was like, well, damn it. I was so upset. And then at that point, it was, like, February. So then I was like, well, it feels, like, weird if I bought it again right now.
Is that your excuse for not getting me a Christmas gift that year?
Sorry,
That's
man.
what I'm hearing.
Sorry, man.
It's fucked up. Everyone knows all I want in life is a Patrick Warburton t-shirt with only the roles he had in movies we covered on the show.
Yeah, including...
I've been asking that for years before
I think that was before we did the Space Chimps episode. So now if I were to get it, I have to...
it's ruined.
Space
now
Chimps.
I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. It's trash. Get that fucking shirt out of here.
Yeah. Do you have any... where did this come in? Because obviously it's a huge movie.
Yes.
But you didn't watch it in 3rd grade.
No, I was
at school
abused
with
in
hot
3rd
cocoa
grade.
and PJs and all your best friends.
I had no friends, and I did geometry in the corner. But I thought for years that I had a story with this movie. And before, I'm going to tell you what I thought happened. I'm going to tell you the sequence of events in the order of which they happened.
Okay.
So when people say the Polar Express, I have a vivid memory of me, my father, and my brother sitting in a theater. Because remember, he took us to all those fucking movies back in the day. And it wasn't the movie's fault. I have a memory the audience was being so awful Like there was like little kids, like kicking our seat, and they were screaming and running around, and we walked out. We quit.
Oh, interesting.
And that
I
was
had a
always my
similar
memory of
experience
Polar
with
Express.
Moana 2 recently, and it was horrible.
Yeah. Well, that's what
We
you
didn't
get
walk
for
out.
going to the theaters for Moana 2.
We didn't walk out, but it was a
Did you
crazy.
stay?
It was a crazy time. Yeah, it was just like torture. Also, the movie wasn't that great. So.
Well, yeah, that too. But that was always my memory. It was such a bad theater experience. We all walked out, and I'd never seen Polar Express in its entirety.
Oh.
Yeah, I never rewatched it. So I was watching it this morning, and I was like, okay, I'll probably remember at least like the first 20 minutes. And I got to like an hour in, and I still had no memories of it at all.
Mm.
So I'm like, did I get this wrong? So I called my dad, and I was like, hey, do you remember the movie that like we were in the theater, and it fucking sucked, and we walked out because those little fucking evil kids were being awful? And he was like, yeah, of course I do. And I was like, that was Polar Express, right? And he goes, no, that was March of the Penguins. Dude, we both walked out of March of the Penguins.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. I didn't know.
What?
I had no idea. You
That's
told me that
insane.
story for years.
That's insane.
We both walked out of March of the Penguins.
That is so insane. Yeah,
So
because I
not
remember
only-
I said that on air pretty recently of like,
Yeah, you
that
did.
was like,
I also walked out of that
horrible.
thing.
Yeah,
We
I'm
both have
pretty
never
sure
seen
that was
it.
the only movie that I've ever walked out of with my family.
So, dude, now we have to cover that movie.
Yeah, we definitely do.
To be fair, we walked out for very different reasons,
Well-
but we both went with our families and fucking bailed.
Yeah. Also, it might be
What
the
are the
first
chances?
documentary that we ever covered.
That's true. First and probably last.
Yeah. Dang.
Dude, what are the chances? So, not only have I never seen Polar Express, I went all these years
Wow.
thinking I had. I also, it turns out, you walked out of March of the Penguins. I also did.
That's insane. Also, I'm genuinely shocked that you have never seen Polar Express. Like,
I've
it
never seen
feels like there are those, like, 10 to 20 Christmas movies that, regardless of what age you were, you
Yeah.
have seen at a certain point just because
I
of
thought
their...
so too.
Yeah, their status in the world. But, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
man, that
nothing.
completely whiffed. That's wild.
I know, and it turns out, I looked up what year it came out, it was 2004. So I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have seen it in theaters. I was 3.
Sure.
And it turns out
it's
also,
a Christmas
like,
movie.
Well, that's the thing. So I was on the phone with my dad, and this makes more sense.
Yeah.
I was like, well, have I ever seen Polar Express? What's going on? My whole reality just shattered. And it turns out that he took my brother to go see it.
Okay.
In like the Atlantic City big IMAX 3D thing. Like the real
Oh.
IMAX on like all the
Shit.
walls.
Oh, damn.
And he remembers the 3D was cool, but he just didn't like the movie.
Yeah.
So he never showed me growing up.
Oh. And
So
you
I
never watched it when you got older.
Yeah, I just missed it.
Interesting.
I know. I could have sworn
So-
I was going to come in, tell the story about how I walked out. Nope.
So when you turn like 18 until around now, do you have like go-to Christmas movies? Is it like you're looking for new ones? Do you not really watch Christmas movies around?
No,
holidays?
I have go-to. I do, like we said in the last episode, I do Grinch.
Yeah, OG Grinch, yeah.
Yep, I do OG Frosty.
Yeah.
And then the big one every Christmas Eve is A Christmas Story.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Those
Also,
are my
by the way,
3.
the Grinch episode is next episode.
Oh, I was totally kidding when I said that.
We're gonna talk about it next week, 2 weeks from now. But yes, no. Christmas Story was one that played constantly. Obviously on Christmas Day, it was always on that one channel that played it all day.
Over and
My
over and
family
over, yeah.
always watched that. OG Grinch. Yeah, we had like all the stop motion ones. Rudolph. And then you have like your animation, your Frosty, like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But
All
this
that,
was
like-
one where, again, because I watched it in school, I think
Wow.
I think it just really sat with me for a while of like, oh, this is like one of the Christmas movies.
No, it never worked. I think by the time I even really recognized what it was, I was like, oh, it's creepy. I don't want to put that on. Like, Christmas is fun. What the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
Right.
And I just never did it.
There you go. Okay, going into production. So I have quite a bit, so stick with me here.
I would assume so.
Yeah. So this movie, obviously, or maybe for those who don't know, is directed by Robert Zemeckis, who, if you didn't know, did the Back to the Future movies, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Forrest Gump, Castaway, and of course, my favorite of his filmography, the 2022 Pinocchio, starring Tom Hanks.
I forgot he did that.
Oh, I am. Yeah, it's burned into my brain.
Yeah. Also,
Um,
if you missed it, he did Monster House 2, which we recently covered.
And
And he famously did Beowulf.
he did Beowulf and he did Christmas Carol. both very
Oh,
scary.
right, that too.
He did Monster House?
Oh, he produced it, didn't he?
Produced it. Yeah.
He produced it.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
he produced it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to take away credit from Dan Harmon. He produced it.
Music for this was done by Alan Silvestri, who also, if you didn't know, did Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you need. But he also did Who
name.
Framed Roger Rabbit, Forrest Gump, Mission Impossible, Lilo and Stitch, Night at the Museum, The Avengers, Ready Player One, and of course, my favorite of his entire filmography, the 2022 Pinocchio, starring Tom Hanks.
I sense a theme with you today, Nick.
Yes.
Like
This had
pop up more than once
all
with
right.
you.
I'm going right into budget because this is so interesting to me. What do you think the budget and the gross of this film is?
Dude, every time I get this shit so wrong.
No, you were pretty close when we talked Monster House.
I was?
Or Scooby Doo.
Well, Scooby-Doo was 84, right?
It was something like that.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I want to say high, because at the time, this is, like, somewhat revolutionary technology, but it looks so fucking creepy.
It looks creepy.
It does. But it is Zemeckis and Tom Hanks. Fuck it. I'm going to say it's more than Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it's, like, 112.
$165 million.
Oh my god! Why?
And how much do you think it grossed off its theatrical run?
Oh, that's a good question. I was about to say probably a shitload, but there's never been.
But that's the thing.
There's never been anything else.
Do you think it had legs because it was a Christmas movie and that's why it rings true, or do you think it grossed a shitload in the box office?
No, I'm gonna say it didn't. I'm gonna take it back. I was just about to guess like 300 million. No, at 160 million.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it grossed 160 million.
Dude, you were on track the first time. 318 million.
God damn it!
You gotta follow your heart. But
who saw this besides my brother and dad?
About this, and we'll get to why it was so expensive. But an interesting thing about this is that it's also sold 111 DVDs. 111
That's
million.
Only 111.
DVDs, and 37 million Blu-rays as of 2019.
Jesus Christ.
And if you average, and this is like lowballing it, but if you average $5 per sale, that's like very low.
That's definitely lowballing it. Yeah.
That's still over $500 million.
Gee, oh my god. Dude, a Blu-ray, like $20 Blu-ray is a good price.
That's what I'm saying. And 37 million of them. You figure $20 for one of those things.
So wait, if this thing is made over $1 billion, why has there never been anything else?
I don't know.
Is there like a weird like Zemeckis thing?
There might be in here. I actually don't remember. But there also, it might be because of like Christmas Carol. He wanted to do other Christmas movies.
He just moved on.
Yeah, he wanted to explore new technology. But getting into the weeds here. So Tom Hanks originally optioned the book in 1999 after reading it to his children. Yes.
I didn't know that.
With the hopes of playing the conductor and Santa Claus.
Which he did.
The book's original author, Chris Van Allsburg, not bad, had been unwilling to sell the rights to the book for a film adaptation, but changed his mind after learning of Tom Hanks' involvement, naturally, because he's a legend.
Tom Hanks.
Castle Rock Entertainment subsequently made a 7-figure commitment to co-produce the film with Hanks' company Playtone and the original author of the book in March of 2000.
When did this end up coming out? 2004?
2004.
Okay.
One of the conditions of the sale was that the resulting film is not animated, as the original author feared this would not accurately represent the characters.
What?
And
they just say go for what happened?
So Rob Reiner was originally hired as the director, and the film was originally scheduled to be released in December of 2001.
Oh, that's when I was born.
Which again gives them 1 year to
make a whole
pre-production, production, and post-production.
Dude, it's taken us over a year to do our stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So after the film was repeatedly postponed, Robert Zemeckis was hired as a replacement to Rob Reiner as the director and co-producer in February of 2002. This is just before I was born. Zemeckis
I forgot I'm so much older and wiser than you.
Yeah, so much older.
Wiser too.
No, not that much wiser. Maybe a little.
Well,
Zemeckis and his co-writers' new draft expanded the roles of minor characters such as the girl, the know-it-all, and the lonely boy, because we'll get into this, but none of the characters actually have names except for Billy, who I guess is the lonely boy.
is that true?
And added the new character of he's called the hobo.
Oh.
But I don't know. What do we call him for this episode?
I don't know, just the perv at the top. I don't know. Why is he there?
The guy, the dirty guy.
The dirty guy. You can, and every sense of the word, the dirty guy.
Yeah. Despite the original author's original terms with Tom Hanks, Zemeckis felt that a live-action version was unfeasible, claiming that it would look awful.
Yes.
And it would be impossible. It would cost $1 billion instead of $160 million.
I don't know about that. But...
Yeah, that's, and also, like, it still looks awful.
Oh, that's the thing. It's like, the original guy didn't want animated. Fine. This new guy, Robert Zemeckis doesn't want live action. Fine. So, why did you, like, do this weird, half-breed that just looks fucking awful?
Well, and that also inflated the budget. So Zemeckis felt that such a version would rob the audience of the art style of the book, which he felt was, so much a part of the emotional story. However, Zemeckis also agreed that a conventional animated version would suit the film poorly. In order to keep his version, a new process was created by which actors would be filmed with motion capture equipment in a black box stage, which would then be animated to make the resulting film. The decision to film in motion capture necessitated another studio to co-produce, as the process was expensive and cost $1 million per minute of footage.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Thus, the budget, the runtime
that explains
is 100 minutes, which means 100 million of the 165 million went to the mocap. And on top of that, it looks bad.
It looks bad. It wasn't even worth it. Dude, I love the guy that went to Robert Zemeckis. Like, yeah, it's going to cost like $1 million per minute. And they were all like, let's do it anyway, dude. It's going to be worth it. Just trust.
No, but live action would cost $1 billion, so.
No, it would.
$1 billion for Polar Express in the early 2000s. When people were doing like James Cameron level, like $2 billion, including marketing level filmmaking.
It's not like an Avengers movie. It's Polar Express. Most of it's on a fucking train.
Exactly.
It's not that big a deal.
Like one location, like 3 locations of the whole movie.
That's it. It's the fucking loser's house. It's
like
the
8
train.
actors, like 1,000 extras, but you could CGI those guys.
It's fine. And then you have the North Pole. Tom Hanks wanted to play 2 roles. You don't need to pay a different person.
He ended up playing like 7.
Which is so insane, and you can hear it every time. It's the most distracting thing ever.
Yeah. Especially Santa.
Yeah, it's so, like, every time there's an adult, it's just like, oh, that's
slightly
Tom
different.
Hanks.
Yeah.
It's just slightly different Tom Hanks.
So, I thought this was super interesting. In November 2007, SeaWorld Orlando debuted the Polar Express Experience, a motion simulator ride based on the film. The building housing the attraction was temporarily rethemed to a railroad station, and ride vehicles painted to resemble the Polar Express passenger cars. The plot for the ride revolves around a trip to the North Pole on Christmas Eve, and guests feel the motion of the locomotive as well as the swinging of the train on the ice and feeling of the ice crumbling beneath them. The attraction was available until January 1st, 2008, and was open annually during the Christmas season. 2015 was the final year of operation for the Polar Express Experience, because obviously, if I caught wind of this, you best believe in like 4 months from now,
we'd be going.
Around when people are listening to this, I would be there.
Of course you would. You go get kidnapped by Tom Hanks. You'd be like, Pinocchio!
Your favorite song in this movie, Believe, was the only thing of this movie that actually won an award. It won a Grammy.
Really?
Yes. For Best Song for a Motion Picture. So weirdly, the Grammys are weird, because you know how Oscars, it's like the movies from last year.
It's like a year behind, kind of.
But the Grammys are 2 years.
Oh.
So for some reason, Believe won in 2006, even though the movie came out in 2004.
2004. That's
maybe it
weird.
missed eligibility because of Christmas time, so they were like, "Oh, next year."
Oh, that does happen.
Maybe
That's true.
But it beat No shot.
What?
It beat Wonka's Welcome Song by Danny Elfman and John August from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, no.
Square One
Come
by Tom
on.
Petty from Elizabethtown. Million
Okay.
Voices by people who I'm not even going to try pronouncing their names for Hotel Rwanda. And then Cold Wind by Arcade Fire for 6 Feet Under.
Really?
Yeah, it's the clear winner. I haven't heard any other
Tom
songs
Petty and
except
Arcade
the
Fire.
Wonka song.
But that's, you know what? That's true. I cannot sit here in good faith and say the other ones deserve them because I don't know.
So a couple more things before we get into plot. Daniel Sabara of Spy Kids did the voice of the main kid, and Josh Hutcherson of RV, and Zathura, and obviously the Hunger Games, shout out to Maddie.
He's almost Hall of Famer.
Did additional motion capture for the same kid, so that it was kind of like the two Greenlit not Greenlit legends, but Greenlit kids
Soon to be
smooshed into one. And finally,
gross.
you asked about a sequel.
I did.
Producer Gary Getzman revealed in a January 2024 interview, pretty recent, with comicbook.com, that a sequel to The Polar Express was being worked out, indicating the project may have entered development. It is unclear how far along the project is, or if it has any chance of being greenlit.
Do we know, like, if there's anyone else attached, like Tom Hanks?
No, I don't know. That's all I found.
Nothing.
No.
Why? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just
I like
do
the legacy of
traditional
this movie.
animation.
It's so creepy.
I feel like they learned their lesson. If they do it, they have to do traditional animation. But if Robert Zemeckis is directing, there's definitely
that's the thing. There's no way.
There's no way.
It's a tough spot because the first one, its reputation is so fucking gross looking. But if you do a second one, now the first one's become such a beloved thing. It's made over $1 billion. Are you kind of forced to stick with the mocap? You just try to make it look good this time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're kind of stuck in a pickle. So maybe just don't do it.
Maybe don't do it. But we'll see.
Just don't do it.
If they were considering it, or maybe he was lying, maybe they're already doing it. Like, we won't see it for another 3 to 5 years.
But you know what? When it comes out, God forbid if we're still doing this show, we're covering it.
Winter of Sequels, Christmas edition.
Oh, that's genius. Winter of Sequels? That's like doesn't make any sense, but it's such a nice ring to it. The Winter of Sequels? What does that mean? Don't worry about it. It's sick.
It's the Winter of Sequels, baby. Okay, going into plot. We open
into polar plot.
Polar plot. We open with the part that made me feel like I was back in the library with all my friends in PJs with hot cocoa, with the little tiny marshmallows. The iconic score in the very beginning, the sweeping animation, and then the narration from Tom Hanks, who I guess is the kid, but older.
Oh yeah.
Also, so he plays like a ton of characters. But he was saying
about that
how he would listen for the bells on Santa's sleigh every Christmas, and he is awoken out of bed in parallel to the narration by the sound of bells, and checks out his window to see if Santa has arrived, to no luck.
Heartbreaking. Also, as someone who's never seen this movie, and one, didn't know it. So two things happened. One, I was watching this, and I'm like, why do I not recognize it yet? And I was confused. But two, the main kid, to give some credit where credit's due, I was like, he doesn't look that bad.
No.
My bar was so low for this.
Yeah.
Just because, visually, people just tear this thing to shreds. So I was like, oh, God, it's going to be like a hoodwinked, where you almost kind of have to look past the animation.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Your brain has to get used to it. So I was like, okay, let's just try my best. So the main kid comes on screen. I'm like, oh, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's just when we get to other characters where it's like, oh,
I agree, and I'll throw in the ring the conductor as another that doesn't look bad. I think he looks fine.
Agree.
I think those are the only two.
Most adults don't look that bad.
I would argue that those are the only two that look good. His family, fine.
Yeah.
Everyone else besides the conductor.
Well,
his sister's a little weird. But everyone else on the train outside of the conductor, terrifying.
Yeah, they kind of look like elves, they got hit by the train first.
Also, Santa in most scenes,
yeah,
scary.
Yeah, some of the elves, there's not only close-ups of the elves, really. There's a couple of shots, if you're really paying attention, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
That looks like a
No,
little like a diddler or something. Yeah. Like, don't let that guy around kids at all.
No, and I agree.
You agree that there's a diddler in the movie.
Yeah, and it's one of the elves that makes toys for you, which also is
multiple
weird.
Of them.
But his parents bring his sister back to bed after she gets up because she's excited about Christmas, and we see that our main character has been telling his sister that Santa isn't real. So and again,
that's what my brother did.
He doesn't have a name, so I'm just gonna keep saying he, and that is the main character. So he tries to go back to sleep, but is woken up by the sound of the Polar Express stopping outside of his window, and we have that iconic image of the steam falling away with the snowfall and the kids standing there, the golden glow inside the train, beckoning him in. Like it's such a beautiful wide shot.
Nick, I love you.
And it's like I wanted to make it like my desktop screen because I was like, this is so perfect because it's a wide shot, so you don't see any of the detail of any of the characters. So it's so beautiful
in it.
Yeah. Like that to me is like the shot. You have the beautiful score in the beginning. Like literally, this is like one of the most iconic Christmas scores. I love it so much. Yeah. And then you have the wide shot. And like those are the two things where I was like, this is perfect. Nothing will beat those two moments. Everything else sucks.
Well, up to this point, in retrospect, haven't seen it, but you're right. Score, I'm like, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I usually don't really make a note of the score, but I'm like, the score is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The main guy doesn't look that bad. His sister does look like she got hit by the Polar Express, but it's fine. And then that image, I'm like, you know what? This came out 2004. This looks nice.
Yeah.
It's just once you get inside
real
the train.
Good. It's just to me, it's like the physical items and the sets and like the environments and everything look good. It's just the characters that look so bad.
Yeah.
Like so bad.
Awful.
But like the environments, I'm like, oh, this could like if this was like traditionally animated with the characters, this could look actually really good.
Yes.
And I don't think that the story is necessarily bad. I just think that it really is like there are some interactions I think that it could be edited a little bit. But the character design really is the one thing that really, really bugs me about this.
I have a couple key takeaways from this movie. And we'll get into I don't want to fully give everything away, but one of them is like, man, the character design, especially in our core group of kids. Mm-hmm. Like it's like 3 or 4 main kids, right? Yeah. You have like the know-it-all, the girl, lonely
Billy.
loser, and then like our main guy. That's what I call him, lonely loser. And our main guy looks fine, but the other 3 just are so creepy.
All 3 of them.
They're freaky.
I was just gonna say,
man.
the girl's like the scariest, and then I was like, oh no, even like Billy's like really scary, and then I was like, oh, the know-it-all's like so scary.
Dude, I think the fucking the little loser, I think he looks the creepiest.
He's
like
so
it's not
scary.
even close. He's really like he's haunting.
No, but there are some like stills where if you just pause the movie on the girl, I'm like, oh I want to turn this thing off and rip my eyes.
How did you watch this in 3rd grade and didn't burst into tears?
Because this is the thing that's come up on the show before. Of like, as a 3rd grade, you don't really judge like visual quality at that point. So it was just like, okay, the score was iconic. That really sat with me a lot. And then like that one wide shot of the train, and like you have Santa's in there. They're all in their PJs. They get the hot cocoa, which we'll get to. That's like another huge scene in my head. And oh my god! But
you recognize, like I know from this show that you have memories of movies when you were a kid. Mm-hmm. That you remember scary things.
I remember scary things.
This is scary.
But I couldn't point out why they were scary. I was just like, I don't like... and again, inherently, it probably was the design. Monster House, Coraline, it was absolutely the design. It made me uncomfortable. There was an uncanny valley about it. This movie, uncanny as shit. But for some reason,
it just didn't
I don't think it hit me the way it did when I rewatched it in like my teen years. When I started recognizing quality, that's when I was like, oh, this looks scary and not good. But as a kid, I was like, no. I think maybe I was just wrapped up in the wonders and magic of Christmas. But there was something, or maybe I was sitting far enough back in the library behind all the other 3rd graders that I was like, I couldn't really see the whole thing.
See
it was
the screen.
Projector, so like the blacks weren't truly black. Like the colors were all weird. I don't know.
I think maybe it was a mix of all the kids maybe like in the 3rd grade were taller than you at that point. Like you had hit a growth spurt, so you could see the projector. And then maybe your face was like buried in hot chocolate and candy cane.
Well, that's true.
Maybe you just heard the Polar Express.
Maybe.
Or see it.
No, I definitely saw it.
What do you remember from the movie? The score?
Remember the score. I remember most of the visuals.
Fuck. Okay, never mind.
So our main character is told by the conductor, who is Tom Hanks. Which
As
also
is
the
many
kid
other
is
fucking
Tom
characters.
Hanks.
Yeah.
So he's on drugs.
So is the perv on top of the train.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks too.
And also he doesn't exist. And also the Polar Express doesn't.
Well,
he's just tripping.
We'll get into that because I have
Yeah,
questions about
I'm
it.
very confused.
Yeah, I am too.
That has always. We'll get into it, but that has always been a big point of confusion my entire life. I have
even,
never,
like, when you were in
I have
third grade?
never understood that from when I was a kid till now.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
So he's told by the conductor that the train is headed north to the North Pole, not just north, to the North Pole.
It's going to like Canada.
Yeah, and he's invited
Stops
because
there.
he hasn't shown signs of believing in Santa that year. So it really is like this weird, and this kind of is a through line throughout this whole thing of like it's weirdly dark.
Yeah.
And even just like the atmosphere, even when you get to the North Pole, there's like one radio playing Christmas music, and you're like, oh, this is kind of eerie. There's like a weird, like unsettling feeling throughout this whole thing. Whereas like most other Christmas movies pack like magic and nostalgia and wonder and all of the warm fuzzy feelings that you think of when you think of a Christmas movie. And I think that the score for this absolutely plays into those feelings. But I think the visuals and the dialogue and the interactions and all of that stuff is weirdly dark and off-putting. And so there are moments, especially watching it now, where I'm like, oh, this is a little different. I don't know if I like it. It's very unsettling.
Okay. So I said I have a couple key takeaways.
Yeah.
And again, it's also very interesting. This is the first time in a while that we've done a Greenlit movie that I hadn't seen already.
Sure.
So I kind of forgot what that experience was like watching kind of like a kid's movie that's like years old at this point. And there's the character design thing that does play into the unsettling like feeling of the whole movie that runs throughout the whole movie. But there's also, you're right, there's this kind of like borderline cultish feel to it.
Yes.
Already off the bat, they find a bunch of kids that don't believe in it, and they're
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, we're gonna make them believe again.
Mm-hmm.
Not just like we want to give kids kids that were good this year a great, beautiful Christmas experience. No, it's like we have to draw you back in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already like, all right. And then you're right. Once they get to the North Pole, there's like one speaker, and it just kind of hauntingly plays Christmas music and like this weird echoey sound, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like it feels like I'm in like a cult.
It also felt like the elves wanted nothing to do with the kids. It also felt,
they hated them.
Yeah, they hated them. It also you saw right in the beginning, the conductor Tom Hanks was like, hey, if you don't want to come, like, fuck you, we're just leaving. Like we're out. Like it was not like welcoming or warm at all. Outside of that one wide shot with warm beckoning light. Right when you cut to the Tom Hanks, he's like, you coming, little freak? Like get on.
You come a little loser.
And then he doesn't really give him like any further context. It's very off. Like it's very eerie. It's not welcoming. It's very, very strange.
Well, it's also like, okay, it's strange for so many reasons because the kid gets on the train, and you're right, Tom Hanks basically gives no context for what's going on.
No.
So I feel like maybe in 2004 it could be a different story. I feel like especially nowadays, I don't believe a lot of kids would say yes to this.
Yeah.
So like, this is creepy. My parents have told me don't talk to strangers. Fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is clearly me getting kidnapped by Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
I also think that it reminded me, now that I'm thinking about it, it also reminds me a lot of when Pinocchio goes to Pleasure Island. It's all these kids that are mindlessly all like in this big group, and they're all mindlessly going to this place that's magical, that they're going to do like whatever they want. And,
like gambling.
And they're all like little shits. Like they're not good kids.
Yeah, they're
like
terrible.
They don't believe.
That's this.
But yeah, exactly. And then when they get there, it's like it's bad.
It's weird.
It kind of feels the same. It's like this weird culty, like they're kind of going into the darkness altogether, and it's very, very strange watching it now.
Well, also like there's this whole sequence. I'm going to spoil a little bit, but just to kind of go off what you said of the train conductors not inviting at all.
No.
Is you have this guy. There's only like 10 kids on this fucking train. Okay, there's not a lot. So he's being a huge dick about the rules. He's like, if you don't have a ticket, you can't come. He knows you belong. He invited you onto this train.
And he
can
like
be
magically
chill about
puts his ticket in your pocket.
Yeah, he's being such a dick. And then there's like a whole 20-minute sequence where one of the girls lose her tickets, and the whole movie wants you to think that he just would have killed her. Like he just threw her off the train into like the freezing cold forest.
That was one of the scenes that scared the living shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, no shit.
Because he takes her out into the darkness, and then you're like, oh, like for a while, I would not walk.
It's a long sequence.
Well, not only that, but for a while in my life, I would not walk between train cars because I was like, I'm gonna die because of the Polar Express, like giving me that fear. I wouldn't.
I don't blame you.
Like we used to go to New York City a lot on the train from Connecticut, and I would never walk between the train cars because I was like, this is so. Like I would have to be like, Mom, Dad, pick me up and carry me across because I was so traumatized by that.
So this movie did scar you.
It did, and now I'm like, it's unfolding as we kind of. There are some scenes where I'm like, this is great, and we'll get to that in a second. But oh my god, there were some scenes that I was like, fuck.
I want
like,
people
the doll
to know,
scene,
like
there
was
are
talking about that. Like you just said this whole thing about the train checks, and we don't do visuals anymore in the show. But he was like wiping away tears, like he had to go get a tissue. Like this is like a therapy session for Nick.
Yeah.
But there is literally a shot of like Tom Hanks like dragging the girl by the hair, but it's like shadows, so he's not actually doing it. But like they really sell the illusion that like he's furious.
Right.
But then at the same time, he's giving out hot chocolate. So you're like, well, is he inviting or is he not inviting?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I was like, and I feel bad. I'm really going ahead in the plot, which is your job.
All good.
But it is this weird kind of like the train's a magical experience, and they give out hot chocolate. They're going to the North Pole, but at the same time, if you lose your ticket, you will actually get murdered, and the conductor's an asshole who doesn't like kids. And you're like, well, which one is it?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like trying to do both at the same time, but not fully committing to either.
Yeah.
And then it just comes across as like uncomfy and culty and creepy, and like I don't like this. I don't like this.
No, yeah,
I'm starting to cry in it too.
So getting back into the plot, because we'll get to a lot of this. But he hesitates at first to get on, but he eventually gets on, and we meet the cast of characters he's joining on the journey, which is the main girl, the hero girl, the know-it-all kid, and then obviously Billy joins later. And he pulls the emergency
little
brake.
Loser?
Yeah, the little loser, Billy.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
He pulls the emergency brake when Billy, the lonely boy, also hesitates to get on and chases the train as it takes off. He's like, I don't want to go because you guys are creepy. And then he's like, but I kind of want to go. And then he like runs. The main kid pulls the brake.
He made the right decision for a couple seconds there.
Yeah. And then his creepy ass decided to get on.
He belongs in that.
And then probably my favorite sequence in the whole movie happens, which I actually thought it was a little later, but they almost immediately get to it. The hot chocolate scene.
Yeah.
So this was one that like the song has been stuck in my head for like my whole life. the visuals, like just them like dancing around. That hot chocolate looked so delectable as a kid. I can't words cannot even just describe. Easy. Like it was so thick. It was like the steam coming off of it. They had like the perfect mugs. Like it just, and again, maybe I was associating it because they gave us hot chocolate during that scene, and that's kind of how we did all that, and it was something to look forward to. But oh my god, it was awesome. The one thing that I want to point out is that the character design of the guy serving hot chocolates is dog shit, and I didn't remember that. That's the only part of that scene that I didn't remember of this whole thing, because I remembered it like beat for beat, it perfect in my mind, except for them. They scared me.
See, I feel like this is like the perfect example of a movie for this show.
Yes.
Because you have one guy who's never seen it, one guy who grew up watching it, and the hot chocolate scene's fucking beautiful for you. For me, it's creepy as hell. Because I'm seeing it for the first time as a 23-year-old man. All these like gross perverts come out with this brown liquid, and they're like, "Drink it up, guy." I'm like, "Don't drink that, dude. I don't trust them at all."
No, it feels like a Willy Wonka thing where it's like if they drink it, they'll be under the spell of this
guy, they're gonna die.
His mastermind. Yeah. And then he's gonna be like, "Come with me," and you're like, "No."
I do not do that. Do not go with him.
Yeah. So the girl and Tom Hanks. I'm just calling him Tom Hanks.
Is this mini Tom Hanks? Big Tom Hanks?
This is the conductor.
Big one. Okay.
Take a cup of cocoa back to Billy, and our main kid tries to bring her ticket, and it falls out of the train and somehow makes it back to the train. This was the most Zemeckis montage ever of it traveling through like the water, through the air.
It's very Forrest Gumpy.
Just everything. I mean, even like the sequences in here, a movie that I did not like, But like
Really?
those like time lapse sequences, that was mostly because it was forgettable. I like the idea of it. I think it's a cool thing, but the CGI again,
Very
with
cool.
Zemeckis, it's like the visuals were weird, and I didn't really like love the storylines. But anyways, that aside, it felt like one of those montages. I was like, oh, this is the most Zemeckis moment of this whole movie.
Yeah, it is. That's true. It does. It's very like Forrest Gump feather. You're
Yeah.
like, ah.
Yeah, and this is where we
I
get
see what you're
to
doing.
our hero boy offers his ticket to the girl, and Tom Hanks steps in and says no. Yeah, and he truly just has to stick up his ass, and he takes the girl out to the back of the train and presumably murders her.
Should have murders her.
He thinks she's going to be escorted off the train, so after he finds her ticket, he makes his way to the roof to go find her, which I don't really understand the logic here. Like, he goes to the back of the train, he's like,
No.
they definitely went out to the roof. He finds the ghost, who helps him reach the front of the train so he doesn't get decapitated by a tunnel that they're about to go in. Which, again, so as the main kid jumps into the train, the guy helping him disappears. This ghost like disappears. So
Yeah.
this is my big thing with the movie is like, is this guy real? Is he a figment of his imagination? I mean, presumably this whole thing is a figment of his imagination because it's a dream.
True.
Before
I think.
Christmas, I think.
I think.
I think it's implied that the whole thing is a dream.
Well, it's the one thing is like it's implied, but it's almost like they didn't leave enough like clues to go either way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like it ends up just kind of coming across like they didn't fully think it out, or they just didn't portray it well enough that I
Right.
just don't know what's going on. But I was like, wouldn't it be okay? Check this out. So you have the ending. This is a Pelton pitch. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Pelton pitch to fix the Polar Express. One, just animate it. Just shut the fuck up and animate it. Yeah, just do it. Or you can make a little Tom Hanks in the live action, which would be hysterical.
Mhm.
You could do that. But two, what if at the ending, the ghost disappears, the train disappears, and you have the bell that shows up. So you're like, okay, was it real or was it not real? And then the parents can't hear it. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Which way does it go? And the original, it just ends, and you're like, I have no fucking clue. What if, and you could leave it so ambiguous because you could really have fun with it, is like the little Tom Hanks goes to school, like the school semester starts up, he's going to school, and oh my god, there's his fucking friends from the Polar Express. He finds them. And you're like, okay, but we never see the dialogue. It's just like it's like a classic Zemeckis shot. It's just zooming out, you see the city, and he's talking to his friends. So you're like, wait a minute, those kids were real, but did he know them before? And that's why he was in the dream? Or did they experience this together?
Right.
It's just another little like, oh, what's going on?
Right.
But in the original, it's just like, it seems like they don't know what's going on.
No, it very much to me felt like when he wakes up and he hears the whole Polar Express, that's still all a dream. Like, he's still in bed,
Yeah,
he's dreaming,
I think
and then
it
he
is.
actually wakes up on Christmas morning, and he goes down, and he had this dream about a bell, and then he gets the bell, whatever. But it's still very
Then there's,
weird.
but then there's the note. Like, was the note actually real? Does he still have the note as an adult? Was
yeah,
it a
that's what I'm
tangible
saying.
thing?
It's like I don't fully know like what they were
That's it. Yeah.
what they were going for. It feels very weird. But also with this, going back to this ghost guy, I never really put it together as a kid because my thought was always, is this a different character that is real? Is this a different character that is an actual ghost? Is this a figment of his imagination? Or is it Tom Hanks and like the conductor Tom Hanks? Because it's played by the same character.
Yeah.
Or it's played by the same person. So a thought I had as a kid and also now of like, okay, is it Tom Hanks is actually like a villain that's like trying to capture these kids? I mean, it ended up being a positive outcome. But yeah, in real life. No, it's like the conductor also this guy who's also a ghost. Like, is there like a whole bigger, like he's one character?
He's one person.
I still don't know any like what this is. I think he's just a ghost.
Well,
But it's weird that he just comes to the kid.
I know. And then you have the ending scene where when they're waving goodbye to the Polar Express. He's like, Merry Christmas. The ghost like disappears into these blue lights.
Yeah.
But the train doesn't.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so what?
Yeah, which one's the figment of the imagination? It's very weird.
I don't understand.
So, a kid finds himself in the engine car, and the two engineers scream because they come across a pack of caribou. After one of the engineers the guy with the beard, I remember
right.
him so vividly.
Yeah, I put down my notes. It's like an RV moment.
Yes.
I'm like, ugh.
Yes.
It's like some fucking annoying scene that Nick probably liked as a
Yes.
kid.
He screams at the top of his lungs. Yeah, I ate this up.
Yep, see, there you go.
The deer clear a path, and they continue their journey, only to start going insanely fast because the brake stops working naturally. Yeah, I love this moment. They come across a frozen pond, traveling at more than full speed. They're going nuts, and everyone on the train almost fucking dies. This is insane.
Again.
Yeah, the engineers get the train to stop and back on track, and the girl has her ticket back magically somehow. It like always ends up in like the little vent, and they're like, "Oh, ticket, here you go." But I'm still, I still don't know if it's like Tom Hanks placing it because he's a big bad like ghost villain, or if it like just magically finds its way back there because of
like
Robert Zemeckis.
If Tom Hanks in real life is a villain, I think that's still on the table.
Yeah, right.
We should discuss it further.
Right.
Something's going on with Tom
baby
Hanks.
blood? What's going on? He was the first celebrity to come out as having COVID, so you never know.
That's true. Also, was he at the P. Diddy parties? Probably.
Right. Jesus. All right, so they go to a toy room on the car, full of these dirty old toys, which this part with the lighting and the like griminess and the eeriness, it's literally set up like a horror movie. It scared me so much as a kid.
There's freaky stuff in this.
Yes.
Some unintentional.
And the kid ends up in there alone, and the ghost guy is back after scaring him with a Scrooge puppet, which that part, Scrooge puppet, got me. Because also then, again, it's this guy who, when you're a kid, you don't really know the ins and outs of, like, homelessness or whatever. But you just see, like, this, like, scary, grimy-looking dude controlling this puppet out, and it's a jump scare. It's a true jump scare in an animated film. And you're like, I am never gonna get over this. I'm so terrified by all of this.
So you were scarred by this?
By this, yes.
Yes, that's not a second thing.
Yeah.
That stuck with you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But
so
again...
Isn't it... But you gotta, like... Go ahead.
No, that's also why this movie had to happen on the show, because I do have so much nostalgia behind it with it scaring me, but also the, like, magic behind it. Like, there's two very distinct versions of this movie that I remember of, like, one, like, most of the movie in my head is magic, and then the other half of the movie is terrifying. So I'm like, it's this weird thing where every time I go back to it, I always have that same reaction of like, some of this is pure magic, pure like Christmas wonderness, if that's even a word. But then the other half is just like eerie, scary, off-putting torture.
I do think like the best word to describe a lot of this movie is uncomfy.
Yes. Uncanny.
It's very uncanny and uncomfy.
Yeah.
It just sits weird. And you're like, all right. Like, I could read this on paper and be like, sure. And then you're like, why did you do it that way?
Yeah.
Why?
It's very insane. So the two kids go to the back of the train to find Billy singing, which is an iconic scene. This is another one where like I remember so vividly of like, this was pure magic. And the girl starts singing with him. By this one. The girl starts singing with him, which this is the part where I was like, this is weird as shit. But they make it to the North Pole with 5 minutes to spare, according to, the conductor's like watch or whatever. And he tells the kid that they're going to the town square where Santa gives his first present to a very special kid. They accidentally uncouple the back of the car from the rest of the train, and it rolls away.
Oh, yeah.
And the children make their way through an elf command center and a gift sorting office facility where Billy finds a present addressed to him, only to learn that he cannot open it until Christmas morning. They're dumped into a giant sack of presents, where they also find the know-it-all boy. And after the sack is loaded onto Santa's sleigh, the elves escort them out before Santa and his reindeer arrive. Again, the elves fucking hate them.
Yes, they do. It's also, the way it felt, and to be fair, I don't know the original story, also the first time watching this, but they get to the North Pole and like, all right, like Santa's going to pick the first kid, and you're like, oh, let's fucking go. Who's it going to be? And then the plot, like, it feels like the movie's kind of stops and just dicks around for like 30 minutes. And they, like, all the stuff you just described, like, when watching, I'm like, why?
No, there is a very clear pacing shift that I don't like. It was very weird. I feel like they got to the North Pole with too much time left in the movie.
Exactly. And they're like, what do we do? And it's just all like, they just fill the runtime with shit.
Yeah.
But now knowing that this movie costs $1 million per minute.
Also, it's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's so long. Just cut all of this shit.
Yeah. It could have been an hour 20.
Yeah, like they show up at the North Pole, they set up the gift, just go right to the gift.
That's my thing too. Is like in my head, it was a lot shorter, that sequence, but when you
Oh,
rewatch
really?
it, it's a lot longer. Yeah, because you think most of it's on the
long.
Polar Express. That's why I thought the hot chocolate scene was like longer or farther off.
Oh, yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Another thing that I wanted to point out. This is another thing that scared me. So when Santa arrives, the kids get lost in the crowd and can't see him. This was very like weirdly unsettling because like you only saw like the lower half of his body. And it's this entire crowd. Like you were actually in New York City, like feeling weird because you're like a small kid.
It's like a claustrophobic feeling.
Yeah, and the way that they shoot it is very unsettling. And then there's a slow-mo shot where the Christmas music slows down. And this felt very horror movie. And the silver bell falls off one of the reindeers. But this part, I was like, oh, I don't like this. This is very strange. Again, back to the like eerie, off-putting nature of this movie.
Sure.
He hears the bell and Santa approaches him directly. And the kid gets selected for the first gift, which ends up being the silver bell. The one thing I did want to mention as a positive is the glow from the giant Christmas tree, and from Santa, brought back such a warm, fuzzy feeling. Like that moment was another one where I was like, oh, this is magic. Like it goes back and forth through this whole movie. Yeah.
How did you feel about Santa's neon whip?
And to be honest, I didn't think much of it.
You did it?
No.
Dude, he whipped it out, and I thought it'd be like gold, and then it just like shot out neon like he was at a rave. Like,
yeah,
whoa.
Yeah. No, I think as a kid I liked it because it stood out a little bit. I didn't really have much.
A little.
Thought. Yeah. I didn't have much thought about it this time.
Dude, I think I laughed out loud when I watched it. I was like, what was that?
So Santa goes to deliver the gifts, and it's just pure magic. Like this part, again, back to the magic nostalgia of this movie. That makes all the kids truly believe in the spirit of Christmas. The elves celebrate with a weird musical break, and the kids get back on the train. The other kids ask to see the silver bell, but of course it's gone because his pocket has a hole in it. Natural, clumsy little fuck.
Of course. You're a fucking idiot, dude.
The kids get dropped off at home one by one, and Billy has his present, which is very sweet. But it looks like Santa hasn't gotten to the main kid's house yet. Hard cut to Christmas morning. This is where he wakes up from this like supposed dream, and Santa has arrived. And he opens his silver bell, which the parents can't hear, but he and his sister do. And the narrator comes back at the very end to say that his friends and family started to not hear it over the years, but he has always heard it even as an older man, which also is again very weird and like eerie and not happy for a Christmas movie.
Yeah, no, the whole thing is a little creepy for Christmas. Yeah. It really is.
But with that, all is well in the world, and that is the Polar Express. So final thoughts. I want to hear yours first before I go into mine.
Okay. The thing with this movie is I feel like this is going to be the weirdest analogy, but we just watched it 2 days ago. It's the only reason I'm going to make this analogy. The Polar Express is just like the movie The Accountant 2 with Ben Affleck and John Bernthal.
Okay.
It has the same problems as The Accountant 2. Okay. Is in The Accountant 2, there are all these really good things in it in isolation.
Yeah.
If I just showed you like this one clip, you'd be like,
sure.
Oh, that was really fun.
Yeah.
But then with the context of the movie, it kind of falls apart.
You're like, oh, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, you're like, well, this doesn't work really with the rest of it.
Yeah.
So it's a very tough watch because you're like, I want to like it. Mm-hmm. Like, you can tell there is some genuine like care and there is good stuff in here. Mm-hmm. But as a whole, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that's my thing with this movie. Is like, the Polar Express, the idea, it's a cool idea. Hot chocolate scene, it's a cool scene. But then you have the problem of an hour 40. Mm-hmm. There's only like 2 or 3 songs, so it's not really a musical. So when they break out into songs, it's just kind of weird.
Yes.
And then the character design makes a lot of it feel weird. Mm-hmm. And then the movie has pacing issues where it just kind of has weird stalling moments. Which again, like the ice cracking and they're going super fast. In context, kind of fun. Mm-hmm. With the rest of it, you're like, why? Just... Why is this still going?
Right.
Why does it look like this? So I was almost with 3rd grade Nick with a little cup of hot chocolate in my pajamas, but I couldn't get there, man. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, that's fair, and I think you hit the nail on the head perfectly. Agreed. I think this to me felt like a Willy Wonka type of story, and by that I mean there is a dark undertone to this film. When the general premise is light and fun. That's how I felt this entire movie. Like some parts were whimsical and magical, as I mentioned, but other parts were eerie or melancholy, and it was very, very strange to rewatch because I have such a special place for it in my heart. Again, the score I think is absolutely legendary. If you haven't listened to the score, look up the score. It's great. And we've mentioned this so many times, and we'll continue to mention this the more we cover Zemeckis. But the character animation is nightmare fuel. But I loved the design of other elements in the movie, and the camera movement I thought was particularly interesting.
That's true. I'll give you that too.
And everything else that you mentioned, I completely agree with. And one final thought on the Polar Express.
I can't believe this got greenlit.
Thank you all for listening. This has been another wonderful episode of I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit. Tune in 2 weeks to the next episode for
gave it away.
Our actual Christmas episode, continuing in the Christmas season. The original How the Grinch Stole Christmas. We already covered the early 2000s Jim Carrey version, and we're going to dive pretty deep into, and by deep I mean the shortest episode of Greenlit in history.
Yep.
But it'll give you a nice little break from our sweet little voices for the holidays. And yeah, that's about it. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you all have a fun and safe holiday with your friends and family. And we'll see you for Grinch.
We'll see if go watch Grinch instead of Polar Express. Your whole friends and family will thank you.
Yeah, except for the hot chocolate scene. And go get some nice hot chocolate. Okay.
Yeah, unless you're Tom Hanks. Then,
talk to you.
You're just fucked.
For Grinch. We'll see you then. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
This has been a Quaywood audio production.